All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to Off Camber TV's coverage of the Accelerated Sprint Car Series presented by the Dirt Collective. We are live here on the Dirt Collective Facebook page for tonight's festivities here at the dirt track at Charlotte, the 4/10 of a mile track out here in Concord, North Carolina. And we are watching the 410s practice right now. Heats and qualifying coming up very shortly. And of course, as always, joining me in the booth is Ultimate Dirt TV's Brett Wheeler. How you doing tonight, bud?
Well, that's a question that can go either way. But you know what? For the sake of the viewers out there, I'm going to say good. I'm glad to be back here at the dirt track at Charlotte for some real sprint car racing.
Only 19 cars so far have shown up tonight. Out of the 40 that we had in entries, over half the guys are not coming out here for these sprint car races. Don't know what's going on with that, and maybe some time constraints and what have you. But right now, top of the board is Alex Bergeron in that 12 car, Nick Cooper in second in practice, David Heileman, Dylan Simelman, and Shane James, your top five, as we are just about ready to get into qualifying here in just a few seconds.
Yeah, it's interesting. You know, we come into the second third of the series tonight, round number 5. Over the past 4 weeks, we've only had 2 different winners. And those are the 2 drivers that are sitting 1-2 in practice at the moment, Alex Bergeron and Nick Cooper. Nick Cooper picked up the first 2 wins of the series, and, well, Alex Bergeron, he's won the last 2. So hopefully we're going to see a different winner in victory lane tonight, or who will take out the first 3-peat of the season.
All right, Edmund's giving a final shakedown to the drivers here before we advance to the qualifying session. Not a lot of wear on the track so far here in the practice. Just going to get more and more tore up as the night progresses. Right now, we're only looking at maybe probably only 2 heats out of all of the cars that are here. So it's going to be a pretty quick show for the 410s here tonight as practice is over, qualifying, getting ready to get underway. Going to look for the first guys to roll out onto the track here. And it looks like we have the 8 of Cole Newhoffen out on track right now, getting that number 8 car wound up, getting ready to take the green flag for his first attempt at a qualifying effort. Out of turn 4 he comes, and there's a green flag in hand for that driver.
And also Alex Bergeron as well, another one of these young guys that certainly got a stranglehold these 410s. And I'll tell you what, just looking at that Bergeron's lap time, there's a cushion up top that is already developing 13.204 for Alex Bergeron. He goes straight to position number 1. Cole Newhoffen second, quick with a 13.505. Bergeron coming to finish lap number 2. We'll see if we can improve. No time. It's still a 13.204. Still 3/10 quicker than anybody else on the racetrack. But as I say that, David Heileman goes to position 2 with a 13.432.
Yeah, not too bad for the driver of that 9 car. Newhoffen's still getting some practice, but Shane James, the 3 car, out on the track coming around to take the green flag for himself. And Shane James, he's not really had that much of luck here this season so far in anything that he's driven. Got a good finish last Wednesday night in the mods, but the sprint cars have definitely not been too kind to the driver of that 3 as he just runs a 13.731, stuffs it in the wall, and going to bring it back down and go back to the pit lane.
Interesting to see that Nick Cooper, 14th quick at the moment with the 15.844. Dylan Simelman goes to position 2. Brother Austin goes position number 3 right now. So Dylan Simelman with a 13.265. Austin Simelman with a 13.400. And Lewis Stewart, fellow countryman, out on the racetrack in that 666 machine, the TTL Esports down under Graphics Dash Media Speedway footage into turn number 3 and 4. Each first lap time, one of the last cars to get a qualifying effort, 13.474, goes to position number 6.
And it's the usual suspects towards the top of the charts. You know, you got Bergeron, both the Simelman brothers, Heileman, Matthews. Like you said earlier, the biggest shock right now is that 35, Nick Cooper, 2-time winner so far this season, dead last on the qualifying pylon, as that looks to be about everybody. Don't see anybody left on track. Michael Sheridan's about to take a tow back to the pit lane as he does. And I believe qualifying is wrapped up. Not even 3 minutes.
Very, very quick there. It's hey, Alex Bergeron. I think that's the second time that he's actually gone quick time. But tell you what, with an inversion of 6 in each heat race, so in the 2 heat races, we'll see an inversion of 12. You look at it, sort of Weston Newell, Dylan Wagner, Tommy Champagne, those drivers, or even Anthony Lepresto, those drivers right there are going to be starting on the front row.
Yeah, everybody is going to be making the show. The heats will just dictate where they will start for the feature. 35 laps going to be on the board here at the 410th Charlotte dirt track. And Alex Bergeron, quick time with a 13.204. Dylan Stillman going to be in 6th in the second heat with a 13.265. So only 6/100 separating our top 2. And then you go back to 3rd place, and you're looking at almost 0.2 of a second. So, I mean, a pretty tight group besides, Nick Cooper. Don't know what happened to him, but, I mean, everybody is within 0.6 of a second of each other. So, going to be pretty competitive out here tonight as qualifying. I don't know if the admins are going to advance it or not, but qualifying has wrapped up. So, going to go over the points real quick heading into our heat races. Nick Cooper on top of the leaderboard with 156 points. David Heilemann in second. His best finish so far has been a 3rd this season, average finish of 5.25. Austin Matthews, Mike Molnar, Alex Bergeron, our other two-time winner this season, missed the first race of the year and put him back into 5th. The rest of the points are on the screen as heat number 1 getting ready to line up on the starting grid here on the front stretch of the track. Yeah, that made sense.
You know what, we'll roll with it. Hey, interesting the 4th place person in points, Mike Molnar, not here tonight. So he's going to drop a bunch of spots. Jason Brown, he's sitting in 6 points as well. So he hasn't actually... he's not going to be here for round number 5, so he's going to drop a bunch of points as well. So it's certainly going to shake up the sort of positions virtually from 4 through top 10.
All right, well, it looks like the pace truck driver is ready to get it rolling here. Anthony Lepresto going to start on the pole in that number 57 car in heat number 1. Bradley Cash in the 28 going to start to his outside in row number 1. Austin Carr going to start in 3rd in the 13. And the 9 of David Heilemann going to roll off on the outside of row number 2. Austin Simmelman in the 18 car starting in 5th. 6 goes to quick time winner tonight, Alex Bergeron in that 12 car. Dylan Wagner in the 96 going to start in 7th. 8th goes to the 3 of Shane James. The double deuce of Drew Phillips starting in 9th. And 10th going to be the 35 of Nick Cooper. Top 5 will advance to the feature. So half of these guys will have to go through a consolation race to determine.
Negatory 19 cars.
It's not going to go to it.
Nope. It'll just skip the consi race. So basically, when we have the 2 heats done and dusted, I think we sort of go straight over into the 360 feature race, and then we come back for the 410s.
All right. Well, let's hope that their show is rolling just as fast as we are here. I'm excited to get to the 360 server to see how those guys perform here tonight. Everybody's going to make the field for the 410s, though. We got 10 laps on the board. Pace truck going to make that hard left-hand turn into the cluster that is pit lane here at the dirt track at Charlotte. Thanks, Iracing, for that. Anthony Lepresto has command of the field in that 57 car, and here we go. Down and away goes Lepresto. Green flag is out for heat number 1. And he gets a good jump on the rest of the field. They're starting to fan out behind him. Austin Carr goes up to 2nd. Bradley Cash into Simmelman on the backstretch. We got a 4 wide. Heilemann goes around as well. He's flipping. That's going to put a damper on his night. I mean, not even into turn 3 on the first lap, and he's already around back to the back of the bus.
Yeah, keep an eye on the 12 of Alex Bergeron. He's on the top side. He's got Shane James right in front of him. He had to check up big time. Bergeron around the 96 of Dylan Wagner. That's your battle for 5th right now. Here is Bergeron riding the cushion off a turn number 2. Gets the wall right to the back. Cooper goes on by him. as well as Dylan Wagner. So Bergeron, he's going to lose 2 spots right now, but out in front in the 57, Anthony Lepresto, he's showing these guys how to get it done.
He's doing a pretty impressive job. Last time at the line, he was 7/10 ahead of that 13 Austin Carr. That battle for second heated up now. Silverman to the inside, throws the slider on the 13. 13 crosses him over. Austin Carr retakes the second position. Back into turn 3 they go. Simmelman lost a ton of time on entry. He gained it right back, though. Only 2 car lengths separate our cars for the battle for second as Carr gets into the wall just a little bit. Simmelman on the back of that 13. Another slide job from the 18.
Yeah, big slider is complete, but Carr experienced enough to cross him back over. They go into 1 and 2. This time it's Carr to throw a slider. He hits the cushion off for turn number 2 and starts to drive away from Simmelman. Simmelman back to the inside, going to complete lap number 7, 3 to run. Here in the first heat race, and Lepresto still leads from Carr, Austin Simmelman, Shane James, and Nick Cooper up to position 5, but he's got the 12 all over the rear crash bar of that 35 machine. So that's your battle for 5th and 6th right now.
Yeah, that battle's heating up. The battle still for second and third going on as well. Carr running a little bit lower line into turn 1 and 2 that time. Simmelman back to the inside. Slider on the 13 once again from Simmelman. Simmelman into the wall. Here goes Carr. Shane James into the wall behind him. He gets it going back in the right direction. Oh, that was Bergeron, actually. Excuse me. He gets it going back in the right direction. Lepresto, white flag out, and here is the checkered for the 57. Lepresto gonna get the win here. Austin Carr finishes second. Austin Simmelman, Nick Cooper, Shane James, your top 5, and then we got Dylan Wagner, Bradley Cash, Alex Bergeron, David Heileman, and Drew Phillips.
Well, Nick Cooper up from 10th, from 10th up to position number 4, so he kind of just had to stay out of the way trying to avoid some of the stuff that happened in front of him. Managed to pick up 6 positions, and well, luckily for him, had there been more than 24 cars, he would have got a transfer into tonight's main event. But considering that there's only 19 drivers for the 410s at the moment, there is going to be all drivers that will transfer directly into the feature heat race number 2, getting set here to roll off. There's a couple more cars. There we go. Starting on the pole in the 222 machine, there's going to be Weston Newell to his outside, the 10 of Josh Phillips. At a position 3, the 8 of Cole Newhoffen will line up alongside the 67 of Austin Matthews. At a position 5, the 666 of Lewis Hewitt lines up alongside the 5 of Dylan Silverman. Tommy Champagne will start out of position number 7. The 421 Travis Koltoff will start out of 8. And the 21 of Michael Sheridan will start out of position number 9.
So a lot of exciting racing there in heat number 1. Hopefully heat number 2 provides that same level of excitement here. Some slide jobs from Simmelman definitely showing that the track is getting broken real good here for these guys in these 410s. But Weston Newell, he's going to have his hands full trying to keep that top spot away from those guys coming out of row number 3. Dylan Simmelman and Lewis Hewitt, they're bad fast, and you really can't count out anybody in the field. Everybody's just so fast. It's so competitive here in this league. It's just going to be a good time to be had by all.
Keeping on Austin Matthews, I think he's running 3rd in the points. So, he's just proven that he doesn't have to win races and stuff like that to be up at the pointy end of the field. He's just got to get those good, consistent finishes. But heat race number 2 getting set to roll off here. Weston Newell bringing a slow pace into turn number 3, and off they come off of turn 4. 410 heat race number 2, and we are green. Newhoffen looking to the inside of Phillips in that 10 machine. He's going to hit the wall, and oh my God, there is a parking lot out of turn number 2.
Multiple cars flipping. The 10 car still on his side here. Leader's getting ready to come back around. Weston Newell still out front. Cole Newhoffen in second right now. Dylan Simmelman and Lewis Hewitt battling for that 3rd spot, but Newell starting to put some distance between him and that 8 car, diving it back into turn 1, riding that cushion on the high side. Cole Newhoffen got a good run in the middle of the turn. Can he get around him for the race lead? Newhoffen puts it in the wall a little bit, or he got so close you couldn't put a piece of paper between that right rear and the wall. But Newhoffen, he gets into Newell. Leader almost spins out. Newhoffen had to back off right there, and that's going to let Simmelman and Hewitt catch up as well.
It's this cushion. The cushion is just way too fast. at the moment. Hewitt gets around the outside of Dylan Simmelman into turn number 1 and 2. So Hewitt up to position number 3 right now. And now he tries to set sail on the number 8, catching the number 8. He's a full straightaway behind the 8 of Cole Newhoffen. Newhoffen into turn number 1 and 2. Gets the cushion again. Rides it in back 3, 1 and 2. 2 car lengths away from your race leader. Western Mule gone to the bottom in turn number 3 and 4. 6 down, 4 to run. Western Mule, can he hang on in the triple 2? Cole Newhoffen to the top side, right on the cushion one more time. He's now going to duck to the low side down the back straightaway. No, keeps it up top, Mule to the bottom. And they've got a lap car of Austin Matthews right now in front of them, and they're side by side into 1 and 2.
And Newell trying to slide job line, not going to work for that 222. Newhoffen up to the point now in that number 8 car, the lap car back here. That is the geez, who is that actually? Is that
67?
The 67 of Matthews. 4 laps down now in 8th. Got the leader right behind him. Is still looking for a good battle. I mean, Lewis Hewitt, he's made up about 2 seconds on the rest of the field, but to no avail. White flag is out for Colt Newhoffen.
Yeah, down the back straightaway into 3 and 4 for the final time. Heat race number 2 belongs to the number 8 of Cole Newhoffen. He comes across the line in for second. We'll go to the triple 2 of Western Newell. The triple 6 of Lewis Hewitt comes home in third. Fourth is going to go to Dylan Simmelman. Travis Kolthoff in 5th. Tommy Champagne in 6th. 7th is going to be Michael Sheridan. In fact, Sheridan will grab it. 6th, Champagne will grab 7th. You go back to Austin Matthews and Josh Phillips, rounding out our 9 cars in heat race number 2. And, well, that's just 2 heat races for the 410s as we get set for the 360 main event to come up here in just a moment.
Yeah, real quick, got to give a shout out to our sponsors. Got to thank X.CELERATED for sponsoring all 3 series here as the title sponsor for this Big 3 season here in 2018 for the TeamVLR.com guys. Also got to thank Dirt Collective for being an associate title for the sprint cars here. Fastest lap sponsor is Team Friday Chassis Consultant, and that's for all 3 series. Hard Charger Award tonight going to be presented by Dirt All Access. And, of course, the Kenny Wallace Dirt Racing Experience for giving a free drive to all 3 VLR champions this season. So we're going to take a quick commercial break. The 360 server is up, so it shouldn't take us but a couple of minutes to get in. Just hang on. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with 360 feature racing from the dirt track at Charlotte.
We do not race for fame. We do not race for money. We do not race to become celebrities or see our faces on TV. We do not race because it's easy. We do not race because it's safe. We race because it's the only way to be certain that life will never pass us by. What if they're right? What if I'm not good enough? What if I'm just wasting my time, wasting my money, wasting my life? What if I make a mistake? What if I get taken out? What if I miss the main? Again. What if I win? Everyone likes to talk about talent. It's easy to spot, but hard to define. So what exactly is talent? Talent is what gets you up in the morning and keeps you in the shop long after everyone else has called it a day. Talent doesn't fear failure, nor does it bask in the glory of success. Talent is always improving and never satisfied. And while talent may benefit from money, talent can't be bought. Talent is focused, talent is driven. And while talent doesn't always win, it never loses sight of the ultimate goal. Simply put, talent is what hard work looks like after all the hard work has been done.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are live here at the 360 feature server. They just advanced the session. We got 30 laps on tap here tonight at the 4/10 of a mile dirt track at Charlotte. And just looking at practice, Ian Blanchard looks to have a good car out here. He was top on the board. And with a couple of our top points contenders not coming out here tonight, mainly Kevin Loveys and David Flick, our top two in the points, he's got a good chance to leapfrog over those two guys and walk away out of here with the points, with the top spot in the points, excuse me. They are gritting up now, and Brett, what do we expect out of these 360s here?
Cushion. That's it. I mean, if these guys can put the right rear on that cushion, just similar to what we've seen like in the 410s, I think that cushion is going to be way too fast up top. But you never know. We may see the low side come in later on.
All right. Well, let's go down tonight's starting grid for the 360 feature here. Rhett Starnes, the 777, going to start on pole tonight. To his outside, the 421 of Britton Roxbury, sixth in the points right now. Cody Olson, the number 8, previous winner so far this season. In the 8 car, going to start in third. Ernie Williams Jr. in the 17, going to roll off in fourth. And Dakota Kuhn in that 95 car, going to start in fifth. To his outside in row number 3, going to be the 21 of Sean Wallenfels Jr., another winner so far this season. Stephen Calavoda in the 12 car, going to roll off in 7th. Ian Blanchard, the 2 car, going to start in 8th. 9th is the 7 of Howard Weaver. Justin Thomas in the 9 car, going to round out our top 10 tonight. The 316 of Chad Gammertsfelder, going to start in 11th. And DJ Kilinowski in the number 15, going to roll off in 12th.
At the 13, the 3 of Ryan Gordon will alongside the 23 of Dalton Connor. At a position number 15, Blaise Deckert will line up alongside Patrick Reinman in caliber 69. Denton Threat starts position 17 to his outside the 19 of Shane Kelly. James Smith Jr. will start out of position number 19, Levi Poland. And car number 91 starts out of position number 20, Garrett Halsey. Will line up alongside Ryan Pace, Jason Minath, and Derek Lamaster will be your 12th row in tonight's main event. Interesting to know, Weaver, Ted Liette, Cody Olsen, and Sean Wallenfels Jr. are our 4 different winners here as we get set to go green and we are racing. And it's going to be Cody Olsen and Britton Roxbury out in front. And they're going to go side by side right now, but Rhett Stars in the 777 will lead us down the back straight away.
And there he goes, 95, Dakota Kuhn on the inside of Williams there in the 17 as they work their way off of turn 4 for the first time here tonight. Lap 1 is in the books. Cautions will count until halfway. Get these guys rolling down here as the top 3 are starting to break away from the rest of the field. Here goes the battle for the lead. Britton Roxbury to the inside of the 777 of Rhett Starnes. Back into turn 1 and 2 they go. Roxbury, he can get there. Oh, guys are in the wall back behind him. Williams and Kuhn. Kuhn ended up pushing Williams into the wall. But here we go. Battle still on for the race lead. We got a 3-horse race here for that top spot.
Yeah, Rhett Starnes continuing to lead in the black and orange 777 right now. Cody Olsen in the black and pink. Almost got the colours 3 wide. Oh, no! Olsen and Roxbury come together. We are still green right now. Dakota Kuhn and Sean Wallenfels Jr. Oh, wow, Wallenfels Jr. on the top side. Yellow is out, and wow, you've got to feel sorry for Britton Roxbury. His best finish is a 3rd place so far, and I believe he might have got that at Lanier.
Yeah, I think you're right. He hasn't had a lot of luck this season, and that will go back into the tally for that luck. But first caution of the night out at lap number 5 after contact between that 421 and the 95 car, or no, it wasn't a 95. Where did he go? It was
95 still. He's in second. It was contact between the 421 and the 8.
The 8, Olsen. Yeah, I didn't think it was a 95. It wasn't the right colors there, but under command of the Pace truck for the first time tonight, and good racing so far. Haven't really got a good run in here to see what these boys can do, but Wallensfeld up 3 positions into 3rd now in that 21 car, and Howard Weaver already into the top 5 for the first time tonight in that 7. So those 2 guys you're definitely gonna have to watch out for here at the dirt track at Charlotte.
Well, it's funny you talk about Weaver and Olsen as well, and Sean Wallenfels Jr. Those are the 3 guys that have picked up feature wins, along with Ted Liette, who's I don't think in this race though normally drives a 331. So he's not here tonight. So you've got 3 feature winners inside your top 3 rows. Will we see a repeat winner for the first time in the 360 series, or will we have a 5th different winner, totally completely different to what we see in the 410s?
Yeah, it sure is. Here we go, lining them up side by side, rolling out of turn number 3 comes that 777 down and away, green flag back out here. Wallenfels gets that 2nd position away. We're 3 wide for 3rd back here with the 95, the 8, and the 7. Weaver on the bottom, the 95 of Kuhn on top. He takes that 3rd spot for right now. We're 4 wide for 2nd.
Oh my goodness, 4 wide for a moment. Olsen has to get out of the gas a little bit, and caution is out yet again. Trying to see if we can't find the culprit for that one.
Ooh, 19 is smoking. It looks like that happened a little bit further up than that. Looking for the culprit here. I believe it was Patrick Reinman, the 69, got contact from the 18 Blaze Deckard. And the 10 got involved as well. Jason Minat and Shane Kelly, unfortunately, on the raw end of that deal. He is smoking and into pit lane. So
only a couple of cautions, Wes. It's kind of setting the trend. I mean, I think we've seen it in the UMP modifieds. It's we've seen quite a few cautions, but hopefully it doesn't keep going that way. Hopefully these guys are going to be able to sort of finish this one off fairly quickly.
Yeah, well, everybody's been running the original dirt tracks, you know, the four that we got for quite some time now in the service. And, you know, Charlotte being one of the new tracks with Lyman Land, you know, these guys still trying to figure out how to get around here the quickest way possible. And still trying to figure out how to race here as well. We're lined up back 2 by 2, getting ready to drop the green flag again for the third time tonight. Second caution period getting ready to end. Rhett Starnes still out front. Dakota Kuhn on the outside of that front row. Wallenfels Jr. and Olsen in row number 2. 777 gets a little tap from the 95. He's down and away. Green flag back out here at Charlotte. And Wallenfels and Kuhn now battling for that second position. Wallenfels slides up in front of the 95. 95 got into the back of him a little bit. Now the battle back here for second. Olsen to the inside of that 21 car. Wallenfeld, he's going to keep that position. Meanwhile, the 7 and 77 is starting to pull away from the rest of the field, and they're now starting to catch him up again. Weaver going to the outside of Olsen into 3.
Yeah, Olsen back in third spot. He's got pressure from Weaver right behind him now. Oh, Weaver gets into the wall. They go into 1 and 2. Weaver rides the cushion in 1 and 2. Dakota Kuhn to the inside of Weaver. Little contact as they come out of turn number 2, and here comes Kuhn through the middle. Looking to slide up in front of Weaver, but Weaver back around the outside. Battle on for second right in front of him as well. Cody Olsen and Wallenfels Jr. Also with a starter on Wallenfels. These two guys are really starting to track down Iracing in the 777. Wallenfels through the middle, battle on for the race lead. Oh, here we go. Brett Starnes at the moment trying to hang on.
17 laps down now. We have 13 laps to go. Time is ticking away. Starnes still in the lead. Weaver down to the bottom of Olsen, as Olsen still trying to get around Wallenfels Jr. Here he goes with another slide job, almost into the left-hand side of that 21 car. Wallenfeld has that spot commandingly now. Here goes Weaver with a slider on Olsen. Olsen crosses him back over to the inside at the line. Olsen has that third position, but don't count out Kuhn either. They were 3 wide, battling for that third position into turn 1 that time around. Olsen still on the inside of the racetrack. Weaver trying to run that cushion and make that high side work for him. It looks like Olsen is still going to have that as Wallenfeld has made it around our race leader. Wallenfeld's into the wall. Weaver almost into him. He's into Olsen. All 3 cars are wrecking in 3. Caution is out and flipping and carnage is ensuing.
Wow. 3 of the top 4 cars and 3 feature winners all find themselves involved in a wreck, battling for second or for the race lead. I mean, wow, that was just absolute mayhem. Crazy stuff down the back straightaway here at the dirt track at Charlotte. And man, wow, that was unbelievable. But tell you what it does to me, this is top 5 that we haven't really seen. You know, a lot of these drivers so far make tonight's show and will make the show in the 360s. So, I mean, this point shake-up right now for the 360s, it's certainly getting a big shake-up.
Yeah, it sure is. I mean, looking at Ernie Williams, he started in 4th tonight, but looking at 4th and 5th, the 15 of DJ Kilinowski, he started in 12th up to 4th right now, as the 17 is coming into pit lane, so put him into 3rd. 4th now, Denton Threat in the 5 car, starting in 17th up to 5th. Our outside pole sitter, the 421, back in 6th. That's Britton Roxbury now. And it does look like we are going to get a... Yeah, we should be getting ready to set him back loose here. We got 10 laps to go into 360 feature. And Rhett Starnes still out front, leading wire to wire so far here tonight. Well,
he's actually led all but 1 lap because Wallenfels Jr. had actually led the previous lap before going into the caution. But, you know, with that trouble ensuing on the back straightaway between a couple of those drivers, Rhett Starnes will, in fact, inherit back the race lead.
Hold on, what is this? It looks like we've got a little bit of an issue here with timing and scoring. It's saying Ernie Williams is in front right now. I'm pretty sure that's not correct, but yeah, Rhett Starnes should have the race lead coming to the flag stand here, going through turns 3 and 4. Once again, 10 still remain, and he's down and away. Starnes back to the point here at Charlotte. Gets a good jump over that 95 and the rest of the field. As here comes Kuhn to the outside. He's on that cushion, rolling it nice, trying to cross him over for the race lead. The battle is on. Down to the bottom goes the 95. Slide job in front of our leader. The leader tries to cross him back over, and he does. He barely gets the point there. As the 95 still fighting back on the high side here. DJ Kilinowski trying to throw his hat into the ring as caution comes out once again. We have 9 laps remaining and a new race leader in Dakota Kuhn.
Yeah, there was 6 1,000ths of a second as they came across the line last time by, man, Dakota Kuhn and Rhett Starnes. Well, they were certainly putting on a show, but how about Dakota Kuhn in the UDSRA Dirt Kelly Collective Media, number 95? He's been the silent assassin tonight, just slowly making his way towards the front of the field and just looking at some of the hard charges. I mean, just to name a couple, Jason Minot from 23rd up to 14th. You got Blake's Deckett from 15th up to 6th. Denton Threat 17th up to 5th. DJ Kilinowski from 12th up to 14th. But the big mover, the 22 of Derek Lamaster from 24th up to position number 10 at the moment.
A lot of guys capitalizing on mistakes from some of our front runners earlier on tonight. A couple of guys lapped down. You got Chad Gammonsfelter, James Smith, Howard Weaver, Ryan Pace, Stephen. Oh, geez, I did it right during the thing. Calavoda and Shane Kelly, guys who are either out of the race or laps down. 18 cars remain on the lead lap, and timing and scoring should get about right here because there we go. Dakota Kuhn now on top of the scoring pylon. Rhett Starnes, DJ Kilinowski, Denton Threat, and Blaze Deckert, your top 5 coming to the restart. We should be getting that here soon.
Yep, we're going single file. I think we've got 9 laps left to run, so the lights are out on the post track. 9 laps around here at the dirt track at Charlotte. Left for round number 5 of the Accelerated Sprint Car Series, presented by Dirt Collective.
All right, and here we go. Kuhn down and away. Green flag back out here. 9 laps remaining. Single file restart for the boys here in the 360s. And Kuhn getting a great jump over that 777 of Rhett Starnes. Everybody is pretty much single file. And another caution coming out in the back of the pack. So still going to have 9 laps remaining in this race.
Well, just when we think that we're going to get a decent amount of green flag laps, that yellow flag rears its ugly head back out onto the racetrack. But not to be, as Dakota Kuhn. Well, he got a good jump on the rest of the field, and as we, well, I'm not sure if you've seen, but I think a lot of the guys inside of the top 10, as they went into turn number 1 and 2, are actually running the cushion.
Oh, yeah, everybody's sitting up there on the high side now. That is the preferred line around the racetrack. I mean, you just carry so much momentum, so much speed on the top here with the cushion that Iracing implemented be 2 weeks ago now. It just seems like yesterday that they put it in. But it's definitely helped out our race leader, that 95, Dakota Kuhn. He just made that high side work for him, got around that 777 after a beautiful slide job, and now he is on point. Still have 9 laps, though. Anything can happen between now and the checkered flag. So Kuhn right now sitting in a good spot up in the lead.
Yeah, he certainly is, just holding his nerve at the moment. So the lights are still flashing on the Iracing official pace truck. So we'll go round another time, so 2 more times before we get the green flag here. And it's still going to be 9 laps left to run. So just to run down your top 10, Dakota Kuhn, Rhett Starnes, DJ Kilinowski, Denton Threat, Blaze Deckett, Britton Roxbury, Ian Blanchard in position 7. That's almost his best finish. After his best finish at the moment is 6th, and he sits 3rd in the points. So, I mean, if you can keep this up, if you can get a top 5 or even a top 10, it's still going to get him some points on the rest of the drivers that aren't in this one. You know, like likes of Kevin Loveys and Dave Flickshaw, Waterfells Jr., who is sitting in 14th. So, okay, we're getting a green flag very, very early, but yeah, officials are telling the drivers not to go green.
Yeah, we saw that last week with
The modifiers.
we were here with the mods and everything, and it just decided to throw a green flag halfway down the backstretch. But there is the official restart, and Kuhn just down and away, back to the high side he goes. You can see the cushion. Oh, Kilinowski back here, the 15, trying to ride the cushion. He's going to go back a couple of spots there. Oh, he goes around in the entrance to turn number 3. Caution comes out, but I mean, he's still going in the right direction. Come on, Iracing.
360, did a 360. How about that?
Come on, he had it good. He was going great. Well, no need for that yellow handkerchief right then.
I think Doug Clark needs to have a chat with his friend who's on the flag stand that just keeps throwing that yellow flag out. He might need to attend to his right arm a bit.
Yeah, just a little bit. He may have to go get some Tommy Johns after this one. But Kilinowski from 3rd back to 9th after probably the best move of the race there as he runs into the back of the 22, which I don't know why that went on, but, I digress. Puts Roxbury back into the top 5 and Blanchard up to 6th on the night. Looks like
James Smith getting a bit of a wave round at the back of this one, and also Chad Gamersfelder as well.
So after they get done with that, it should put 19 cars back onto the lead lap. Wave around from the last caution. Howard Weaver still back there in 18th in that 7 car, so he's got a long way to go as we still have 9 laps on the board. So I'm pretty sure that's tearing up the nerves of our race leaders right now. They just want to see the checkered flag as much as we do.
He's got to try and hold his nerve here, Dakota Kuhn. It's twice that they've had a restart and the yellows came out sort of within a lap being complete. So, fuel does become a factor, as these drivers are, when they do probably 3/4 lap, they might use 0.6 or 0.7 of a gallon. You just got to wonder how much they actually put in. Seeing as though they didn't complete a lap, they've burnt sort of about a gallon of fuel at the moment on the last 2 restarts. But Dakota Kuhn lead us back to the start-finish line as he goes into 1 and 2, and he goes straight to the cushion right now. As here comes Red Stars in the 777, rides the cushion out of turn number 2, starting to catch up to Dakota Kuhn and running the cushion in 3 and 4 right now. Here comes Red Stars in the 777. Is he going to go to the inside? No, continues to ride the cushion. 8 laps left to run.
He's just stalking him right now, waiting for a mistake out of the 95. A caution does come out. We did get 1 lap in right there. We have 8 to go when we come back.
Upside down.
Oh, the 8 car, yeah. Hey, he got it fixed. How'd he do that? Normally when these things turtle, they're done.
Looks like he just got into the back of the 1 car, I think it was. Yeah, Garrett Halsey.
And it does look like he got the virtual boot there. Hit the incident limit. That's also going to be a factor for a lot of these guys who've been coming through the field. And just an unfortunate side effect of the racing here on iRacing, the incident limit thing. A lot of people have been complaining about it, but I see it as being as fair as humanly possible, so we don't have somebody just out here being a wrecking ball coming through the field.
I'm not sure where to go with that. There's so many ways we could have gone with that one. But, it's there for a reason. Derek LeMaster, 24th, up to position 8, picking up 16 positions. And while the 22, you'd almost think that if he can keep this up, and he may just potentially be able to grab a top 5, and why wouldn't that be some sort of effort, from 24th, sitting in a top 10 at the moment.
Yeah, dead last on the field. I mean, great run from that 22 car. Pace truck, is back off of the racing surface. We got 8 laps remaining. And Dakota Kuhn going to get us set here Rhett Starnes trying to get a good jump on him. He's not going to be able to do it. There we go. Green flag back out here at Charlotte. And back to the high side. Everybody goes snaking into turn number 1. Pretty much single file between here and the 10th position. Nobody trying to make a battle here. As actually the 3 and the 2 starting to get side by side. That's Ryan Gaunt and Ian Blanchard. Gaunt to the inside, tried to run the slide job line, not going to do it. In front of him, Britton Roxbury and Blaze Deckard fighting for that 4th position. The 421 sliding up just a little bit. Going to get the spot back to the 18 at the line.
Yeah, Roxbury now going to ride the cushion in the turn number 1 and 2. Oh, we got a car into the wall. Yellow is out. It's Derek Lemaster. Oh, no. Unbelievably, 22 goes upside down. One mistake above the cushion. Gets the wall, turns around with 6 laps left remaining. He's going to go back to the back of the field in this one.
Yeah, well, commentator's curse strikes again, boys.
You know what? Blame Weaver.
Speaking of Weaver, he's up to 12th after restarting in 18th on a couple of restarts ago. So he's making his way back up through the field. We do have a car on the pit lane as well. Looking for, that's Patrick Reinman taking a splash and dash. Even though that's not possible, I know. It's just a joke. But Kuhn still out front. Starnes, Threat, Roxbury, and Deckard now your new top 5 after Roxbury got around that 18 car on that last exchange. 6 laps remain on the board, and I'm pretty sure those 410 guys are raring to go right now. Still in the back half of the field. Cautions do not count towards the lap total. If so, we would have been done about 20 laps ago.
Well, considering the ticker says we're on lap 51, I guess your math would be somewhat correct there, Wes.
Hey, I get a gold star.
You know, I'm going to give you silver.
Oh, I like bronze though.
Okay, you know what? I'm going to give you a bronze I'm going to give you a B for bronze for effort.
Well, here we go once again. 6 laps remain. Kuhn down and away in that 95 car. As long as he can keep getting restarts like that, I think he's pretty much got it in the bag as long as he can keep that thing pointed in the right direction. The 777 falling back about 5-6 car lengths back from our race lead. Top 10 still single file as we have 5 laps to go.
5 to run. Well, the battle is on for about 5th and 6th. Oh, no, Roxbury. He's going to turn the 5 of Denton Thread. He's now going to get punted and shunted. And, well, he's lost the front wing. He's on the infield. The car is damaged. The caution flag comes out. And Britton Roxbury finds himself back in position number 3.
Woo, Lordy. And
there you go, Britton Roxbury. Yeah, well.
Yep, that's going to put him to the back of the pack. After that exchange with the 5 car, Didn't Threat, unfortunately, having put together a great run. Started in 17th, all the way up into the top 5, and just dims the brakes.
That puts Blaze Deckard in the 18 up to position number 3 as well after starting 15th. So he's picked up 12 spots, looking to pick up that hard charger award. Derek Lemaster back in 12th. So, he's picked up, the 12 spots again. And Levi Poland in the 91, a driver that we haven't sort of spoke about, from 20th up to position number 11.
I mean, a lot of guys have started in the back having great runs so far, but as soon as they get towards the front, it just seems like something happens and they end up going back to the back of the pack. So looking at the 18 right now in 3rd, from 15th to 3rd, 12 positions on the night for Blaze Deckard. I think we have probably about 5 laps remain, maybe 4. Not sure. Didn't get an official count from the admin. We have 5 laps remaining here at the dirt track at Charlotte. Green flag back out underway here, and 14 cars remaining on the lead lap. Kuhn, though, out in front. Ryan Gaunt on the inside of these boys, and caution flies immediately after the restart.
Yeah, Denton Threat and that number 5 machine. So Well, when you have a bit of bad luck, in fact, it was the 316 of Chad Gamersfelder actually got a little bit loose in front of Devin the Threat as they went in turn number 1 and 2, and sort of Threat had nowhere to go. Britton Roxbury got involved as well, so I mean, I guess when it rains, it pours.
Yeah, unfortunately. So, still have 5 on the board for this server. So, just running out of things to do here. Just, you know, Dakota Coon, he just wants to not see that caution flag wave again, as does the rest of the field. But, you know, unfortunately,
as do we as well.
Yeah, as do we. But unfortunately, that's how it goes sometimes here.
Well, I referenced the Yellow Grove and the dirt track at Yellow. What did I say? The Yellow track at Charlotte.
Yeah, they seem to be contending for how many cautions can we possibly have between the Grove and here. We saw it in the modifieds on Wednesday night. We're seeing it here tonight in the 360s. Hopefully, by the grace of the iRacing gods, we don't see it in the 410s.
Not sure how many cautions we've had, but there we go. 10th caution, and we've still got 13 cars on the lead lap. 5 to run. Dakota Coon hopefully will lead us to the green flag for the final time into 1 and 2. Runs the top, as does Red Stars, and I give up.
Well, let's see who this was.
Denton Threat again, 3rd time in a row.
Well, and that's the 3rd time here, and he's having convulsions on the track in the car. So, going back to see what happened with him, it just looks like he was trying to get a good start on the top, and oh, Gamertsfelder, what happened with that? It just looks like maybe his wheel just broke or something.
Okay, so I'm pretty sure I just heard, yes, there it is. So confirmed, 5 laps to go. They're going to race it out. So if the yellow flag comes out, they are not going to go yellow. They are going to race it out for the 5 remaining laps. So at least we're going to see 5 green flag laps, but whether it finishes with the yellow flag out or whether it'll be finishing with the green out.
All right, well, let's get this shizzo rolling. So, Dakota Coon, 5 laps till victory. Rhett Starnes, he's still hungry back there in the 777. He's going to try and get a good jump on this restart. Coon's been pretty good on these. He's had a lot of practice here tonight with him. Blaze Deckard in 3rd, and Ian Blanchard up to position number 4. But here we go, ladies and gentlemen. For the final time tonight, the green flag is out, and we are underway. 5 laps remaining. No matter what happens here, we are going to run it out because this has been running out for way too long here. And, ooh, look at the 777. He got a good run off the high side there. Coon, not a good turn. 3 and 4. We got the battle for the race lead.
4 to run. Starnes in the middle. Slide up. Coon hits the cushion coming off of turn number 2. Keep an eye on the 7 as well. Howard Weaver back up to position number 5. Blanchard runs the cushion. The battle on for the race lead. 3 to run. Starts through the middle with a slide job. He hits the cushion right now. Coon comes back underneath now. 2.5 to go.
This is just... the business has picked up. Oh, they're into each other. Oh, the 95 is flipping in the air. He's still going in the right direction. He's still in 2nd. Now back to 5th goes the 95. The 777 has the race lead, and Howard Weaver's up to 2nd.
Ian Blanchard in 3rd, and well, here comes Blaze Deckard in that number 18. Right now, the white flag is out. The 777 of Red Stars. Oh, he's apparently been disqualified. Wow, Howard Weaver into turn number 3 and 4. I'm not sure who's going to get this one. It says here Brett Starnes was disqualified. Howard Weaver should pick up the win here. Ian Blanchard, Blaise Deckett rounds out our top three. Dalton Connor and Ryan Gord back there in fifth.
Yeah, the results are going to get screwed up here anyway, so that's our top five right now. But I'm still, my mouth is hung open right now. I don't know what is going on. I believe he was disqualified for the contact with the 95. They're battling for the race lead. Kuhn still ended up finishing in 8th, I believe, if timing and scoring is still correct. But that was an admin's decision there, and it looks like Weaver is going to pick up the win somehow.
Just looking at the replay, just myself with Rhett Starnes and Dakota Kuhn. Kuhn put a slider on him. Starnes had the choice to back out of it. He opted not to back out of it. He drove into his right rear, and it just sounded like he sort of stayed in the gas, and well, the 95 got the worst end of that deal.
Well, that was the race, I reckon. Lot to reckon. You reckon? All right. So let's see.
You know what? I reckon.
All right. Well, 410 is up. We're going to cut to a commercial break real quick, and we'll come back to the 410 server with our 360 feature winner. So stay tuned.
Introducing a whole new form of racing to the best online racing simulation in the world. This is Dirt Racing on Iracing.com. Race online at some of America's most legendary dirt tracks, including Eldora and Williams Grove. iRacing is the premier online racing game featuring NASCAR, IndyCar, sports cars, and now World of Outlaws, the leading sanctioning body for dirt racing. iRacing is easy to use and features a centralized ranking system to make sure you have the best experience at any skill level. With a massive inventory of high-precision laser scan tracks and cars with an unmatched dedication to quality and detail, iRacing gives you the most authentic online racing experience available. Thanks to iRacing's dynamic track system, developed specifically for dirt racing, tracks change over the course of a race, just like your favorite dirt track on a Friday or Saturday night. From a slick racing groove all the way up to the cushion, iRacing's dirt tracks deliver non-stop racing action. Partnered with the World of Outlaws, iRacing is your source for the most authentic dirt racing experience available, featuring 4 brand new tracks and 11 new cars, including street stocks, Legends cars, late models, NASCAR trucks, winged and non-winged sprint cars, with much more on the way. Join the Dirt Revolution on iRacing.com and start slinging mud today.
The car behind me is my Chili Bowl midget, the one that I won the Chili Bowl with. And what's interesting about that is it's actually the car that Iracing scanned that's going to be available to all the Iracing members out there.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's do this again. We got 35 laps here in the feature race for the 410 guys here in the Accelerated Sprint Car Series presented by the Dirt Collective. And we are getting right into it, I reckon. So let's see if, well, that's not looking too well so far. So I'm not even going to say it. Let's just run 35 laps here and keep it tight. Keep it tight, guys.
All right. Well, you know what? Before we, we can see the grid now. Predictions. Here you go, Liz.
Pace truck. In all seriousness,
a driver in a sprint car.
I'm liking the 18.
Okay. All right. You know what? I'm going to go someone different. I'm going to go the 13. The Cuban Austin car.
All right. Well, let's roll down our starting grid here for tonight's 35-lap feature. We got Austin's... Oh, well, go ahead, Dylan. Go ahead. Pick something. All right. Well, Dylan picks Lewis Hewitt in the 666. Here's the starting grid.
He's going to have bad luck. Why would you do that? Purposely didn't pick him for a reason. I want him to win, but...
Yeah, all right, so Austin Simmelman and Dylan Simmelman all in the front row there. The 57, Anthony DePresto, going to roll out a third. Fourth goes to Cole Newhoffen in the 8th. The 13, Austin Carr, starting in 5th. And the 222 of Weston Newell going to start to the outside of row number 3. The 666 of Lewis Hewitt going to start in 7th, and 8th goes to the 35 of Nick Cooper. Shane James in the 3 going to start in 9th. And 10th goes to the 421 of Trampus Kolthoff.
At a position number 11, the 96 of Dylan Wagner, down to 21 of Michael Sheridan. 28 of Brad Cash will start position 13. The 33 of Tommy Champagne will start position number 14. The 12 of Alex Bergeron will start position number 15. Austin Matthews will start 16. David Harleman in 17 will start 17. And Josh Phillips in the 4 will start position 18.
All right, well, that is the field. Let's see what these drivers can do. The 410 Sprint feature getting ready to start here as Austin Simmelman, the 18 car, the Black Dirt Collective machine, is down and away. Green flag is out here for our feature. Austin Simmelman gets a good jump over his little brother in the number 5. Actually, they're about 3 wide for the race lead. Anthony Lepresto up to 2nd right now on the bottom of the racetrack. He's got Dylan to his outside and Austin on the top. 3 wide battle for the race lead on lap 1.
Dylan Simmelman will lead the opening lap. Presto in 2nd. 3rd is Austin Simmelman, Cole Newhoffen in 4th. Then we go back to Lewis Hewitt and Austin Carr battling it out for 5th and 6th. Right now in comes Nick Cooper into that 6th spot, but the battle is on for the race lead. Dylan Simmelman leads Anthony Lepresto.
And battle back on for 4th as well between Newhoffen and Hewitt. Hewitt to the inside of that 8 machine, but Newhoffen going to retain that spot just for a brief moment as he's trying to run the cushion, and the cushion's just not working here for these guys this early on in the race. The track was, oh my God, the leader, he got really wide out of there. Lepresto takes the race lead after a mistake from the 5 of Simmelman. And now Austin Simmelman is battling Hewitt for that 3rd spot.
All right, come on, Lewis, let's go. Show them what the Aussies can do. Up to position number 3 right now, Simmelman. That's Dylan Simmelman in 2nd. All out of the back bumper of the 57 of Anthony Lepresto. The battle on for 4th and 5th. Cole Newhoffen and Austin Simmelman. Then you go back to Austin Carr. Oh, Shane James. You got the back of Cole Newhoffen. And Shane James got into the back of the 8. And the 8 goes around.
That was a hard lick that Newhoffen took right there. Shane James just had a good run through the center of the turn, and Newhoffen just didn't have it down there in the slick on the bottom. And unfortunately, like I have to say every week, 2 cars cannot occupy the same space at the same time. So Newhoffen gets a short end of the stick on that deal.
Oh, the opening couple of, we've had 5 laps complete here. Well, we're seeing Anthony Lepresto, Dylan Simmelman, Austin Simmelman. So we've had 3 lead changes at Diamond in those first opening 5 laps. So hopefully these 410s are certainly going to put on the show. Let's hope that the yellow flag does not rear its ugly head anymore.
Well, the 3 car of Shane James has been given that EOL. He's going to go to the back of the longest line here, all the way back to 18th. Everybody's still on the lead lap early on here in the feature. And we're getting them lined up 2 by 2, getting ready to set them down and away on another green flag run.
5 laps in, and we got a 35 lap feature.
That is correct. So 30 to go. Lepresto now in the 57. He's down and away. Green flag back out here for the 2nd time tonight. Dylan Simmelman didn't get a good enough jump there. He's going to the high side, though. He might drive around the battle for the race lead between Simmelman and Lepresto. Lepresto showed a lot of muscle in his heat race earlier on tonight as Simmelman just powers by him on the outside. Here comes Austin Simmelman trying to take over that 2nd spot from Lepresto. And a 3 wide back here for 5th.
That is Bergeron, Carr, and Nick Cooper right now. So 2 of the guys, the only 2 drivers that picked up 14 features, were battling it out. Austin Carr now going to go on the inside of Lewis Hewitt and Austin Simmelman. Whoa, Hewitt and Bergeron make a little contact just after the yellow flag comes out. Bergeron's still all good as he will come back onto the racetrack. But looking at Bradley Cash in the 28, missing a front wing on that one, and Austin Matthews in the 67.
Oh, it was horrible. Just straight carnage on the front stretch there. The 28 ended up getting turned by the 222, trying to make it out of turn at number 4. 222 just had a little bit too much cranked into her, and just calamity ensued behind him. So Weston Newell going to get the EOL in that 222, going to send him to the back of the pack.
Austin Matthews in pit road as well. In fact, going to fix up that car a bit. Bradley Cash as well going to sit on the end of pit road as well. But, man, Dylan Simmerman worked to the outside of Lepresto. The lights are still on the pace truck. We'll get set to go green next time by Austin. Simmerman rides in third. Then you go back to Austin Carr and Lewis Hewitt. So all three of our picks are sitting inside of a top five. In fact, third, fourth, and fifth.
All right, well, lining them up side by side once again here. Cooper out of 35, our points leader coming into tonight's race, sitting in sixth. A couple guys making their way through the field pretty decently. The 33 of Tommy Champagne and the 4 of Josh Phillips. Shane James already back up to ninth after having an EOL on that last caution. But here we go. Dylan Simmelman has command of the field. And green flag is back out here at the dirt track at Charlotte. Gets a good jump over to Lepresto. Here goes Austin Simmelman to the inside of the 57, that 18, the black car on the bottom. Not going to be able to get there, though. Now, side by side, back here battling for fourth. Actually, 3 wide for third as caution comes out once again.
Wow, car made it through the middle. Josh Phillips upside down in car number 4. We also have Travis Kolkoff, and we got David Harleman in 17 on his side, just at the end of pit road. So he's going to find himself on the back of a tow truck and already losing a couple of cars in this one.
Oh, Bergeron, he's all up in the wall up there. We might have to get a little bit of a scraper to get the rest of that car off of that outside retaining wall there. He's completely okay. Did some weird stuff right there.
Actually, just having a look at the replay here from Bergeron. Looks like the 4. Oh, wow. Yeah, Bergeron, can we get the virtual ambulance to turn number 3, please? Virtual ambulance to turn number 3. Talk about hitting the Howard Weaver entry.
I was going to say, if that was real life, that thing would be a soda can right now.
I'll tell you what, Bergeron's got one up on me. He's going to walk away from that wreck.
Oh man, you always got the good ones there. All right, single file restart next time by, I think. Still only 7 laps down, 23 to go here tonight, and man, oh man, just an amazing night of racing so far.
You know, I always defend the sprint car, saying they always, you know, they're the best form of racing. I'm starting to be converted to a late model guy.
I just want some green flag racing, guys. Come on, man. It's not that hard. Here we go. Dylan Simmelman on the point. Down and away he goes. Green flag back out here at the dirt track at Charlotte. Gets a good jump over Lepresto. Now Austin Simmelman and Austin Carr going to battle back here for third. Simmelman has the advantage right now. Lewis Hewitt trying to go to the inside. We're 3 wide back here for the 4th position as Cooper was trying to roll that bottom. Lepresto still has that 2nd place away from Austin Simmelman. And Lewis Hewitt gets a little bit of contact. He jumps! He's around in 3. Caution flies once again.
Hashtag blame Dylan. I told you. Anytime someone picks him, he wrecks. Why?
Well, he straight up Tony Hawked it in that little drainage ditch they got right there on the entry into 3. And
he thought he was a stadium truck.
He thought something. I keep having R. Kelly's "I Believe I Can Fly" playing in my head right now.
You know what? I'm gonna go play wrestling with him later on, and he's gonna be upset. I'll tell you right now. I guarantee if we brought him in right now, there would be, like, we'd have to have a sense. Actually, you know what? Let's talk about bringing someone in. Let's have a look. I'm going to bring someone in. You shut your mouth, producer boy. We're going to bring in the 35 of Nick Cooper. Coop, you're running on the racetrack. What's the racetrack like out there at the moment?
So, I don't know right now. It's very weird. They had us just run the top end, so it's kind of, it seems to be even now, but I don't know. The loose dirt, you can't really use the cushion, so it's hard to say.
Well, look, you're getting set to go green this time, by, so we'll let you go, and good luck, bud.
Thank you.
I do what I want. All right.
All right, one more time around here under command of the pace truck. Led the most laps tonight so far.
I could have got more questions in with him. I thought we were going green.
I thought we were too.
Why didn't you tell me the lights are still on the pace truck? You made me look like, you know what, an expletive. That's what we're going to roll with, okay? Look, you know what? We're going to make this stream enjoyable. Let's get something going on in the chat. I need to read some chat comments. We're not going green just yet, so the pace truck going to lead yet another lap.
Hold on, what was that? He faked everybody out there.
You know what? He started singing to the left, and then he went, no, you know what? I'm going to come back out.
This is like the 8th lap under caution, I swear, for this caution.
You know what? We could be going for the longest stream for the series. Rob Kerstetter, looks like a cushion is there to me. Look, with the way the drivers are running in some parts of the track, yes, it looks like there was a cushion, but in other parts, it's kind of like it's flat. So it's from here, it looks a little bit difficult to run, but you know these guys are out on the racetrack. But look, pace track back to the end. Where's we're going to go green? Hopefully.
Oh. Wow. Here we go. Down and away they go. Green flag is out. And Dylan Silverman has a good lead over the rest of the field. Austin Silverman still in 3rd. Nick Cooper, we just talked to him. He's battling back here in 4th. Actually, Shane James just got around him in that 3 car. He's come out of nowhere after getting the EUL earlier on in the race for bringing out a caution when him and the 8 got together. But he's up to position number 4 in that 3 car.
Yeah, battle on for 2nd. Austin Silverman always going to stay there in turns 3 and 4. How about Dylan Silverman? If he can keep his nerve and not tread on it, he may just pick up his first beat with Shane James to the inside of Austin Silverman into turn number 3. James is now going to take over 3rd, but Austin back around the outside. A great battle going on for 3rd.
That was good heads-up driving there from Silverman. He almost ran into the back of Shane James there, and they almost touched in 2. And Silverman now driving around Lepresto for that 2nd position. The high sides now starting to come in. As we can see, Lepresto, he's still running at bottom. He's going to lose that 2nd position to Austin Silverman. As I believe behind him, yep, we're wrecking.
Shit, Tommy Champagne, wow. Let me tell you, strap yourself in. Cold, you are. Man, those guys, if they are running VR right now, I'm pretty sure they're on Roller Coaster Tycoon.
Oh, dude, like, Newhoffen just straight up rocket shipped out of there.
Yeah, but there's nothing you can do on that one. That was a glitch with iRacing. I mean, Tommy Champagne, he just decided, well, he wanted to start flipping from turn 2 and end up all the way in turn 3. I'm pretty sure he actually wanted to get back to the oval side of Charlotte.
He just about got there. He just needed about another 2 feet of clearance, and he could have went over the catch fence here.
I'm pretty sure he actually may have just been a pilot on the 747 jumbo jet. About the size of the plane Tim Ryan leaves between him and the pace car on a broadcast race. Tim Ryan, I know you're out there, so I just want to have a bit of a dig at you, buddy.
I'm glad we're having fun now.
You know what? When stuff like this happens, and yes, it does happen. I mean, there's weeks where we see a lot of green flag races. We have a bit of a joke. We need to have a bit of a lighter side, on a broadcast. Business as usual. But when stuff like this happens, you just got to get the pills out. I've got them out and have a bit of a laugh.
Jeez. Oh, let's hope they're Tic Tacs, ladies and gentlemen. Let's hope they're Tic Tacs.
Let me tell you, they're not Tic Tacs, boy. I couldn't tell you what they are, but I think it's inappropriate.
You need to send me about 2 or 3 of them right now.
They are prescribed medication.
Ooh, you need to send me about 2 or 3 of them.
Oh,
I need about a half a handle of vodka right now as well. Well, only 9 cars remaining on the lead lap after what has happened has happened. So Dylan Simmelman back to the point and back under green flag racing conditions. We got 13 laps complete, guys. We're almost halfway there.
Yeah, and it's only taking us more minutes than laps, where Dylan Simmelman takes off into the distance, as he said, sailed. As now Austin Simmelman rides in second, Anthony Lepresto in third. Fourth is the 222 of Western Newland. You go back to the 35 of Nick Cooper. Austin Carr and Nick Cooper side by side. Yellow flag one more time. It looks like it may have been the 21 of Michael Sheridan.
Shane James ended up in turns 1 and 2 on the restart lap. Him and Weston Newell got together. James went into the wall, and at the end of the entrance to turn 3, it's when he decided to try out some acrobatics. Just about.
Time to bring him out again. Almost halfway home. I mean, God, you know what? As much as I love this racetrack, you know, a new racetrack, as much as I love the cushion, I think we're going to have to skip the dirt track in Charlotte.
Yep, put that on the list with Williams Grove, and I think we'd actually have a good season. All right,
Okay,
14 are complete. Yeah, you just saw that too. So starting this time by, there's 14 down. Caution laps are going to count now. So the admins, they want to get out of here as much as we do. So until 5 to go. So once we get 5 to go, caution laps will not count again. We've only got 8 cars left on the racetrack. I mean, just a huge battle of attrition.
16 minutes, 42 seconds, 16 laps at the moment. So we're going more than a minute a lap, and let me tell you, that's not fun. My pick, Austin Carr, they are setting quick time. Just want to throw. Let's get set to go back to green flag racing. Dylan Simmelman, your race leader, Austin Simmelman, brother. Back there in second. Now here comes Lepresto diving to the inside in turn number 1 and 2. Western Newland, the 222, looks to the outside. He can't make the move as they go into 3 and 4. Here comes Cooper in the 35. They're all on the top side at the moment.
Yeah, everybody's still high, wide, and handsome. Cooper actually diving to the bottom of the racetrack, trying to see if he can get around to 222. He gets a good drive off of turn number 2, and he completes the pass heading into turn number 3. Now sliding up the racetrack does Cooper, and Newell rebounds and picks back up that 4th position. Now Cooper's got to worry about the 13 Austin Carr getting a good run off the high side. Not going to happen. The battle now is on for second. You got Lepresto to the inside of Austin Simmelman, but Lepresto can't get the job done as they're back into 1 and 2.
Wow, Lepresto and Simmelman side by side. Austin is going to take back over second. Lepresto doing everything he can. They're running 2 different lines at the moment. Austin running 2 lines higher up. Then what Lepresto has done, a big slide job from Lepresto. Austin seen it coming, and he crossed back underneath. Now Austin going to throw the big slider into turn number 3 and 4. Lepresto back to the inside. A great battle going on for second. Whoa, at the line there was 8 1,000ths of a second.
Yeah, these guys are throwing their elbows up, getting down and dirty out here. Simmelman with another slide job, trying to keep that second place. He gets really loose. He's into the wall a little bit. Lepresto takes over this runner-up position with ease as they're now battling back off of turn number 2. Here comes Newell. He's on the back of that 18 car as they're coming out of 4. We got 7 laps to go.
It's not 8. It's not 8 or 7. It's just 7. 6.5 to run. Oh, Dylan Simmelman, he makes a mistake in turn number 3. And that is going to erase a big lead. Lepresto He's within 5 car lengths of your race leader right now. Austin trying to hang on the third, the 57. Here he comes to the outside. New leader in the turn 3 and 4. Lepresto now going to battle Dylan Semmel as they come to the stride. 5 to run. And here is Anthony Lepresto out in front in that 57.
That was impressive. Such a good drive off of 2 the previous lap. He takes over the race lead commandingly. Now he's got to make sure he doesn't make a mistake. He's got 4 laps remaining. Here comes Dylan. He's trying to rebound, get back up there to battle with the race lead here. And 57 of Lepresto, he's just starting to pull away as Silverman gets a good run off of 4 that time, but Lepresto has extended his lead to almost a half a second.
Now just under a handful of laps remain. Lepresto leads into turn number 3 and 4. Hopefully he can keep that going for the UW Motorsports team right now. 2 laps left to run here at the dirt track at Charlotte. And well, here comes Dylan Semmelman now catching up to the 57 and Austin. He's right there waiting to pounce as well. Austin looks to the outside. Oh! Whoa, there's contact! Austin a big wheel standing gets caught on the wall. 1 lap to go for your race leader. Down into 3 and 4 for the final time. Anthony Lepresto will grab the checkers. Dylan Semmelman will grab 2nd. 3rd is going to go to Western Newell. Whoa, the brothers made contact with 1 to go. That was an epic race. Finally, after having so many cautions at the start, what a finish that was.
What a finish, guys. Just amazing. Let's see. We got to Nick Cooper in 4th. Austin Carr finishes 5th. Austin Matthews in 6th. Michael Sheridan gets the 7th position, and Austin Silverman goes all the way back to 8th after that contact. Dylan Wagner, Shane James, Bradley Cash, Tommy Champagne, Cole Newhoff, and Lewis Hewitt, Josh Phillips, David Heileman, Alex Bergeron, and Trampus Koltoff, your 18-car field. And going to take home the Dirt All Access Hard Charger Award is going to be that 67 of Austin Matthews.
Yeah, I think he's sitting 3rd in points, and well, he's only had a career best finish at the moment of 4, but, you know, it's those consistent finishes that he's getting. You know, Nick Cooper finishing in 5th, so he'll still have the points lead from David Heileman and Austin Matthews as well, so that could be a bit of a shake-up with Heileman. Where did Heileman finish? In fact, I'm trying to look for he's only finished in 16th, so well, these points got a shake-up in the 360s, and the points are going to have a little bit of a shake-up in the 410s as well.
Yeah, they sure are. Just, I'm glad tonight is over, pretty much. We got our top 3 here, and we're going to go ahead and bring in our 3rd place finisher, the 222 of Weston Newell. How you doing tonight, bud?
I'm doing all right. How are you guys?
Hey, we're glad that this has passed us now, but good run out of that 222. Got a podium here tonight in 3rd. Just tell us how it was out there. How was the track?
It was rough. It was slick. Guys were getting a little bit antsy. I'll be honest with you, fellas, I wasn't too happy about giving an EOL. I was happy to come back up and finish 3rd place. But yes, it is what it is.
Yeah, well, you know, that's like you said, it is what it is. But I mean, even so, as long as you kept the thing on 4 wheels, it looked like you were going to get a top 10 anyway tonight. Not a lot of drivers out here, but still a good finish for you as of, let's see, I'm looking through trying to find your name here. It doesn't look like we've had you out here too many times. I don't see.
Yeah, twice.
Yeah, about twice. So good run here tonight. You think if you had a couple more laps there, you could have done something with those top 2 guys?
No, they were much faster than I was. I was just trying to hold on to where I was.
All right. Well, you got any thank yous and shout outs you want to give before we let you go here?
Yeah, of course. Team VLR, SWC Racing, 19 Designs, Drew Neal, everybody over there, PA Posse. Thanks a lot, guys.
All right. Well, congratulations goes out to that 222 of Weston Newell. I'm going to go ahead and bring in the 5 of Dylan Silverman, our runner-up tonight. And just what a race.
Yeah, it was a good race, but it was just, I don't know, it was tough. I had it, and I hit the wall off the, I think it was 1 and 2, and it kind of just broke my car a little bit, but it was a good race and a lot of cautions. But yeah, we had a good run at the end.
Now, that battle there at the last lap, we got to bring that up between you and your brother. You know, just walk us through that turn 3 and 4 on that lap.
To be honest, I had no idea he was there. I was focused on so much on gaining on Anthony, and I was gaining on him, and all of a sudden I heard him on the outside, and I kind of hit him in the wall. But he said he really didn't know that it was he thought it was the checkered flag, so I don't think he would have stopped anyways. But it was a good race until then. But my bad.
So who's buying the next round of tacos?
I guess that's the mystery we'll find out next time.
Good chat. Good chat.
But, you know, you led the majority of the race. You know, it was a good battle between you and the pace truck for most laps led tonight. But, you know, like you said, ended up hitting into the wall there towards the back half of the race. Just we saw you were catching him. If you and Austin could have kept out of each other, do you think you would have got to him and gotten around him?
Well, that was a question if I get around him, because I know Austin was flying. He hit the cushion, so I think he would have passed both of us, to be honest. But it's unfortunate, but it's a good race.
Well, another good result for that 5 team. Got any thank yous, any shout outs you want to give before we let you go?
Yeah, Team VOR for the team, obviously. Dirt Collective being on the car, Dirt Vision for the paint, Matt Hill, and you guys for broadcasting. Thanks.
All right, not a problem.
I got one question before you go, Dylan.
Yep.
Why can you never win one of these races? Why are you always choking at the end?
Well, Brett, it's a very good question. I don't know. I just can't seem to pull it out.
You know what? It's always next week.
Thanks, Brett.
You know what? I still love you, though.
Question.
All right. Well, I believe Brett is standing down there in, or he's done rolled himself over to victory lane here to talk with our winner.
Yeah, we're standing by with the 57 of Anthony. We'll press to Anthony first. You got to be excited about that one.
Yeah, definitely. I'm pretty pumped about that one. Be able to beat both Austin and Dylan and be able to chase those guys down like that. Definitely pretty exciting stuff.
Let's talk about your race there. You sort of were sitting in second and third. Then you got to the lead. You lost the lead. Dylan made a mistake going into 3 and 4. Then you got back to the lead. I mean, what's it like to sort of run those guys down and be just as fast as those guys?
Yeah, that was like a roller coaster race there. I mean, started off third. Didn't really get the best draw there after the heat races, but that's kind of what comes with the territory, and kind of got lucky there. Austin, I don't know what happened to Austin there in the start. So me and Dylan kind of raced for the lead there. I know I heard it was 3 wide there at the start of that thing, so it was pretty cool, and we all kind of survived. So yeah, once I got the lead, I thought I was gonna be all right, and then on that restart there, I thought I had a good restart, and Dylan just blew by me in 3 and 4, like I was saying it still. So had to come up with something different to do. The same line wasn't working, and the track was definitely changing all night. And even with the yellows, I mean, it seemed pretty racy. So it was definitely a fun race for sure.
And those last couple of laps, could you see both Zimmerman brothers there coming to come out of turn 4, and those guys were literally side by side. Actually, Austin had probably the better run. How do you guys at that stage? Were you just trying to worry about hitting your marks, or could you see the relative, or were you looking in the mirror or anything like that?
Yeah, I mean, that's more or less exactly what it was all about. I was just trying to search for a line, because like I said, it was changing all night, and the same line I wanted to run, I wanted to hit the bottom off of 2 because it looked like there was a lot of stuff there, and anytime you tried, you just hit the slick there and just get killed. So that didn't work, and then right there at the end, probably the last 10 laps, I noticed that I could kind of drift up in 1 and 2, kind of like dive in, enter low, and just bring it up to the wall and exit, and that seemed to work. And yeah, that's what got me a decent run in 3 and 4. So definitely glad that line came in there on the high side in 1 and 2 for sure.
Well, you're the third different winner out of the 5 weeks, and in fact, you pick up your best career finish here at Team VLR. Your best previous finish so far was 5th over the 4 weeks, but now you come away with the win, no doubt. I'm sure you got some people you want to thank.
Yeah, for sure. I got to thank all my teammates back at UW Motorsports for everything they do. Everybody, contributes to the team atmosphere over there. Got to thank Cameron Colby at Colby's Eye Paints. I got to thank you guys at Ultimate Dirt TV, Brett. Got to thank Next Gen Fab. I got to thank all the guys, all the fans watching back online, and I hope everybody enjoyed that show.
All right, that was Anthony Lopresto coming away with the win. And just to confirm, Ultimate Dirt TV is one of their sponsors, but he also wanted to thank Off Camera TV as part of the coverage as well. Wes, back to you.
All right. Well, I think that's going to about do it for us. So, just a crazy night of racing. Just a normal Sunday. We'll be back here next Sunday, same bat time, same bat channel, for another episode of the Sprint Car Series, sponsored by X.CELERATED and the Dirt Collective. Got to thank Dirt All Access, Team Friday, and Kenny Wallace, as well as our contingency sponsors. Next live broadcast for Team VLR for OCTV is going to be Wednesday night. The UMP Modified is going to go live around 8 o'clock for that. So be on the lookout for that. Go follow X.CELERATED to see the live video. And we want to thank y'all for coming out and watching. And for Brett, Dylan, and myself, we are OCTV. And we are out. Thanks for watching.